Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Alex, a coin collector. And my last video was my moving on video about getting an upgrade. It's an upgrade in my car. The same day I got my car, one thing that I forgot to do was grab the title for the other car and hand it in and do that kind of thing. So I had to go back to the car dealership. But in the same town, there was a brand new coin shop that opened. And I bought a few things from this coin shop. It only opened December 16th. So they're pretty much just still unpacking box after box. It's the start of a coin shop, if you know what I mean. Quite a few things in there, surprisingly, but they just started, and the owner is actually trying to find an apartment in that town, coming from like 40 minutes away. It would be cool to get a job for that coin shop, but I am sensitive to smells, and when you walk into it, it smells like people have smoked in that building for years. If you know the smell, oh, it's a destructive habit, and the smell of like stale tobacco is ugh. Enough about the building. The owner was actually pretty cool, and this is what I got. One of my favorite things I got was a 1 nickel. My mom says that she definitely has a few of these floating around the house from the various establishments throughout the years. And what these things were good for were you got a 1 nickel, and sometimes it would say good for one free beer. But it's a 1 nickel from Henmore, the Village of Goodwill, 75 years, 1899 to 1974. It would be interesting to see if the village, how it's doing today, or where it is, or I'm definitely going to have to do some Googling. Henmore, the Village of Goodwill. I am totally wrong. I don't think that's an H. I think that's a K. I think this says Kenmore, the Village of Goodwill, 75 years, 1899 to 1974, which makes more sense. Kenmore is in the city of Buffalo. It's about 7 miles north of Buffalo. And the shop owner said he was from around the Buffalo area, so it would make sense if he had something from Kenmore, like a 1 nickel from Kenmore. So it's not Henmore, it's Kenmore. But that looks like an H. I mean, close up, now that I'm looking at it, it looks more like a K, but I thought that was an H at first. Either way, it makes much more sense if it's from the village of Kenmore. He had a bunch of junk, the quotes, junk silver bins. And there were 3 bins. One was Rosie dimes, one was Mercury dimes, one was Barber dimes. I found this Rosie dime in the junk silver bin of Rosie dimes. There had to have been like, I want to say maybe $100 plus worth of Roosevelt dimes. And then there was maybe like 50 or so dollars of Mercury dimes, and maybe only 10 or so of Barbers. There wasn't that many. And this is a 1958. The front of it's toned. I'm not going to say dingy, I'm going to say toned. Because the back of it is toned. It looks like dirt at first, but when you get it into the light, you can see the rainbow toning. And I love a coin with rainbow toning. I've used profile pictures of pictures of rainbow tone Morgan dollars. I've used them in profile pictures and social media pictures, and I love a good rainbow tone coin. So this, I looked through the junk Roosevelts, And this is getting flapped. I can turn it around and show you the, this is a Buffalo Nickel Tribute collection. We have a huge Buffalo Nickel medallion. And Buffalo Nickel design by James Earl Fraser. Buffalo Nickel Type 1, I think. There's one missing. I think it's the Type 1. Composition. Mints. Great. It's an homage to Buffalo Nickels. It's nice to have a book based on that. There's not really much in the book. I'm definitely gonna have to do a little more on that. And I found another silver. It's a laureate portrait. It was 99. It was $1 for a New Zealand 1961 coin, 1 shilling. It was in the dollar bin. I saw the laureate portrait, and that's what got my attention. But now when I'm looking at it, I'm not sure if it's silver. It's in fact not silver. It's copper nickel. And that would make sense if it was copper nickel and in the dollar bin. But I saw the laureate portrait, and I'm a sucker for the laureate portrait and older because it's from a long time ago. We got what's in here. I bought something in an official PCGS flap. It is a official registration number of a .999 fine silver enriched 2010 Native American dollar. So this is very fine silver. You see some scratch marks, so it's don't know how long it's been in here, but it's from 2010 and it's silver. It was in the case, so it was not just $1. And this is really cool. Those are all my findings. I'm definitely going to frequent this store. I don't know how long it's going to be in the town. It's only about 10 minutes from my house. And the next closest is probably maybe half an hour from my house, but like go in the opposite direction. And who knows how long it's going to be, where it's going to be. I hope it's around for a while, and despite the stale tobacco smell, it would be nice to know how to run a coin shop, because one day that's an ultimate dream of mine, is to run my own. And when I do run my own, it's going to be a lot fresher. One thing I gotta do, if I haven't already, is make a video on how coins are toned. Yeah, you could do it artificially, but it's the natural toning that I like. And how I go about that is a video on its own. So, I'm a conservative coin collector. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit the bell icon, and I'm signing off. So long, everybody.